All right, welcome to Aquarius season, and I'm an Aquarius, so I'm excited about it. So we have here from January 19th until February 18th, the age of Aquarius. You know, lots of the futuristic thinking. So of course, yes, we got the AI, we got the tech, we got a lot more stuff coming down the pike when it involves that. Cryptocurrency is going to be talked about quite a bit. And, you know, Aquarius really likes the stars, meaning astrology, numerology, the occult stuff like that, where you can read charts and glean information from data in the stars in numerology. So I know that that's going to become quite popular during Aquarius season as well. And it's for rising up in humanity and finding the balance between this AI techno stuff and still being in tune, connected to your soul. So that's a lot about, you know, Aquarius vibe. There is a certain distance. I mean, Aquarian, the energy of Aquarius likes people, has a humanitarian vibe, like wants to rise them up, be a little rebellious, be a little free, you know, and search for the truth and uncover things. That's for sure. We just have to be careful that we're not too distant and that we're not too detached from our emotions, okay, during Aquarius season. All right, and with that, let's get started from Aries to Pisces. All right, Aries. So for this Aquarius season, this is a lot about your 11th house, which is a really good house to be in. 11th house is about your friends, your networks, people you choose to hang out with, your networks in general. And I think people are the cheat code, we'll say, for this video game of life during Aquarius season for you, Aries. And another thing too is that it's a good time to write down or really focus your intent on your hopes, dreams, and wishes for the future. Maybe use a vision board. Maybe write and journal your goals, your dreams. What do you want in this life? For, you know, Aquarius season is a good time for you to do that, for sure. And there is quite a bit of energy in your 10th house of career. You know, your thoughts may be on career here, at least until the end of January. And then around the end of January, when it starts to flip into February, you'll be more the 11th house of the people, information that way. So your mind is a little bit on that. And then also, Aries, there is a spiritual sort of flavor for you too this month, meaning to go within. And yes, you're looking externally at the people and your job and your career and what's next for me and what are my hopes and dreams. And that's a little bit like external, outside of yourself. But there's a part of you that wants to go within and really think, well, what does my soul strive for? What do I intuitively know I need to explore, gain more data on when it comes to my soul connection, my soul purpose, and things like that. So I would say make sure you relax quite a bit. Meditate and just be a little bit like aware of your inner you and trust yourself. You got this, Aries. There's some energy in your home and family, quite a bit in the 4th house with Mars, your planet that runs you. Fiery Mars is in Cancer, and although it's a little uncomfortable there, it is in your 4th house of home and family, and so there's issues there. So sometimes you might find your housemates, your family, your members of the family, a little moody up and down during Aquarius season. You might find that. Or you might have some more energy to do something within the home. Projects, renovations, things like that as well. Then we get this big old full moon on February 12th, which is in Leo. And so this is in your 5th house of romance, of your kids, and of creating something new. This could be like thinking about having a new job from home, like a new career from home, working from home, or the other way around where you want to get back into the workforce because you've been at home for a while. It could either go either way, but there is this sort of mix between I need to create something new, either for my business, for my career, for my life, and maybe get back into some sports. Maybe get back into some hobby. And it's a lot about the people for you this Aquarius season. Remember I said the people are your friend, your cheat code And here's so there. This is a sense of getting together with people who are like-minded, same as you, like the same things, like to talk about the same things, like to hang out and move your body. There's physicality here as well. So use that energy to birth and create something really cool that match your hopes and dreams, Aries, of the future. Taurus rising, moons in Taurus. This Aquarius season is a lot about your 10th house. Career, fame, recognition. It's at the top of the charts. You're doing good up there. People are looking at you. You're being noticed, Taurus, at this time. People are looking at you maybe for some leadership advice, managerial advice, something feeling like that. It could be too about your parents in some way. For all of January until February, the beginning of February, your mind is on expanding your beliefs, maybe going to school to get better skilled at your career or business. It could be a little travel for work or just travel to expand the mind in some way until the end of January. Okay, Taurus, so keep that in mind. That looks kind of exciting. And Venus rules you. That's your planet. You guys love each other, okay? And Venus is in the 11th house of the people. And so there is this people, work, career, the legacy I leave behind. People are definitely involved here in Aquarius season and in some way to up level your life. So that looks cool. You know, they say the 3 people you hang out with the most, that's the energy you're absorbing, and that's how you're like. So choose your friends wisely, right? Choose your networks wisely and things like that. And you'll definitely go far during Aquarius season. We do have an interesting full moon for you on February 12th. It is in Leo, wants to shine bright. This is a very creative energy and being seen. And this is in your 4th house of home and family. So it could be that you're creating a project within the home for your business, for your career, launching it out to the people during Aquarius season in February, you know, stuff like that it could be. But there's some kind of this line almost about the home and family mixed with your career recognition, fame, something going on there where you're trying to find the balance there for sure. You do have energy of Mars, go-go juice planet, giving you some energy in your 3rd house of communications. I wouldn't be surprised if you're getting more invitations during Aquarius season. Social things, more trips, car trips. So make sure your vehicle is up to date with the oil changes, the air pressure, and all the maintenance sort of things, okay, with your vehicle. And I also wouldn't be surprised if you'll hear from some cousins, maybe that you haven't heard in a long time, or your brother or sister, or your siblings, uncle and auntie could be as well. There's some energy there with people who are messaging you, texting you, communicating with you. And for some of you, this can mean Aquarius season is where you're learning something new to up-level your skills in some way, to accentuate your business or your career, and learning something new to up-level yourself, your skills. And folks, like, investing in yourself is one of the best investments, I think. All right, Gemini rising, those with their moons in Gemini. Aquarius season for you is a lot about expansion in some way. I think a lot about it is learning and expanding the mind, not being so rigid in your thought patterns and my way or the highway and all that. You know, you're like really expanding and learning something new here. Could be travel for some of you Geminis too, you know, going someplace foreign for a vacation, and something happens that's exciting there to learn, to explore, to expand the mind in some way. You know, when we come back from a trip, you know, we go on a long vacation or something like that, we always come back fresh, renewed, and we think differently because we've learned something about culture, about whatever it is, right? Learning something new when we go places. So that's a good thing to do. And if you're not in a position to actually travel, like getting on a plane and going anywhere, that's fine too. It can be like just learning something new through books, courses, expanding the mind that way. Okay, so that looks exciting. Some of you Geminis too might be going back to school to get your master's, your doctorate. higher level education in some way too. That could be a thing. And there, some of you Geminis who own a business, this is a good time during Aquarius season to communicate and network with those far away from you. Foreign lands, different cultures, people who are different than you. That looks good. And Gemini, it's a good time to publish something you've been meaning to publish, whether that's music, a book, oracle cards, I don't know, whatever, publishing a new course for your business, your online business. There's things like that. Making things, lead generation, lead magnets, publishing, okay? So that looks good indeed for you. Okay, Gemini, we do get the full moon on February 12th in Leo. Busy. People are calling you, texting you. There's something being enlightened with your siblings too. Like maybe you didn't have very good contact recently with your brother or sister, and this is something refreshing there is happening. And it can also mean taking a course or teaching a course in some way. Learning, teaching line, expanding the mind. See, that's for all of Aquarius season for you. Now, Mercury is your ruling planet, and it is in Capricorn until the end of January. So until the end of January, your mind, Mercury, is going to be focused a lot on transformation in some way. So getting spiritual, getting exploratory with your feelings, learning something new can definitely open that up in the 8th house, and can even bring in more money for wealth for the future. And then once January 28th hits, everything goes into your 9th house, and it's really feeling the expansion in some interesting ways indeed. Cancer rising, those with their moons in Cancer. Like me, I'm a Cancer rising, Cancer moon. This is the energy of Aquarius in our 8th house of transformation. So in astrology, the 8th house can be about money, your other money, your future money, your RSPs, cryptocurrency, investments, real estate, money for the future. Your loans and debt can be in there too. And spousal money, joint finances or money from the spouse, things like that as well, or money from the government. So it's like that other kind of money, not directly money that you've earned in some way, okay? So there is that, definitely Cancer, but there is an element of connection, spiritual connection, transformation when it comes to relationships in Aquarius season here as well. And you are definitely on the money line, so you're thinking about wealth. And I think a lot of it is health is wealth, focusing on what goes in our mouth, our digestion, what are we eating? Are we using food as fuel? Those bad habits and all that kind of stuff is coming up to look at. Health is wealth, because if we're sick in bed, we can't make money. So there's that. And then, there's opportunity to make more money, and we'll see some of that on the February 12th full moon in Leo, creating something new for our business, new products, new services, things like that, to bring in some more passive income or some more streams of different income. So there's a transformation in how we value ourselves, how we value our products and services, and loving ourselves more too, right? And we're awesome. And the more awesome we think we are, in a good way, right? Other people will sense our confidence and our optimism and our awesomeness too. And it's easier to let the money flow and feel abundant in all the ways when we just let that flow and be grateful and do things to work with the money. You can even, with the 8 there, pricing, making sure your prices add up to the number 8, which is a number of wealth. If you know numerology, you'll know that 8 is a good money number indeed. And hanging out in the Southwest, I do have my new feng shui flying stars sheet coming out here soon, so that you can know, and Southwest has the 8 number. It's a good place for women too, women entrepreneurs and women of the house to hang out and to do money related activities in the Southwest corner of your home. Okay, Cancer? And I know you like astrology and you like feng shui and you like numbers, because you're an intuitive Cancerian and you like that stuff. And you should, because God gave us numbers for a reason. So let's use them to decode the matrix. All right, Leo rising, those with their moons in Leo. This is a lot about contracts, commitments, the 7th house. So you will be signing on the dotted line during Aquarius season, January 19th to February 18th, in some way, whatever that means. Some kind of contract, some kind of commitment, and forging these new ones. Good for one-on-one if you own a business and you do readings for people. I'm just like, say, pretend I was a Leo and I do readings. Lots of one-on-ones, that's more beneficial to focus on the one-on-one stuff, right? And also focusing on your spouse relationship. And so that looks good. And also focusing on your health. There is quite a bit of this health-oriented. So it's not just relationships with your partner and your business partners. It's not just relationships with your partner or your business partners, Leo. It's also the relationship with yourself. Keeping care of yourself as well, because health is wealth. If you're sick in bed and you're not taking care of yourself, you're not going to make any money. You're not going to be able to sign any of these new contracts, commitments either, Leo. So consider that. And your identity is shifting too, Leo. You'll see that on the February 12th full moon, which is in Leo. That's your first house of self. So something interesting could be going on with your body, physical, different. Maybe some of you are getting a new wardrobe, hairstyle, or something, fixing your avatar, we'll call it, in some way. But I think that this is a lot too about how you do relationships. So Leo, you'll have, for some of you, it could be if you're going through a separation or a divorce, something like that could come up with the contracts and commitments. And business-wise too, you could be selling your business or buying business as well. So there's definitely that signing on the dotted line, Leo, that we talked about for sure. And so that looks good, Leo. All right, Virgo rising, those with their moons in Virgo. Have we been feeling the North Node shift, which happened a few days ago in January? And we've got, the North Node in Pisces and the South Node in Virgo, meaning that you're very transforming right now. Okay, Virgo, lots of transformations. So for now, in Aquarius season, there is quite a bit of transformation in your 6th house of your day-to-day routines, meaning that, your routines, are they efficient? How could we tweak them? How could we make things more healthy, less stressful? Am I driving too much to work? I don't know. All that is coming up for reflection and being, creative in that way. The 6th house too is a lot about health. So Virgo, you could see some health issues or need to focus. I know you're already health conscious. Lots of you are in businesses that have to do with health and alternative health. I get that, but it's coming up where you're trying to, I think mental health too is relieve the stress, anxiety, worry, and all the craziness that's going. I would say ignore a lot of what you're hearing out there. There's a lot of riffraff and a lot of blah, blah, blah out there right now, okay? And, go within a little more and just work on your immediate environment, Virgo. That'll be very helpful. Making sure it's clean, making sure you have enough time to do things, making sure you relax quite a bit, and not partaking in gossip or things like that at work as well. Okay, Virgo, you're ruled by Mercury. So yeah, the first part until January 29th, we've got energy of Mercury in your 5th house in Capricorn. You're building something. I think that too, you're trying to build some fun, or you should be trying to build some fun in your day-to-day life. Have you, maybe you used to be a painter or a musician or whatever, and it's all been in the closet and you haven't had time because you've been working in life and just life has gotten, and you forgot to have fun, really. And you're forgetting to think about your romances and your fun and your kids and being creative, being like a kid again, having fun. So I want you to put that in your mind. And then once, after January 28th, Virgo, you'll start to really focus on that day-to-day stuff that we talked about here. Okay, there is some nice energy with the people, Mars and Cancer in your 11th house. There could be energy about adding more people to your life, visiting more, not being so focused on, boring stuff, we'll say, and doing something exciting with people, maybe. Something spontaneous, maybe a little out of your comfort zone. Could be good to get you out of any routine that feels the same over and over again. You know what I mean? Like get some excitement, Virgo. That'll be nice indeed. Now, we do get the full moon on February 12th in Leo in your 12th house. I would say that this could bring up some issues of stress. There could be some gossip at work or I would say don't get involved in that. It's best to ignore that. People might be uncomfortable and taking it out through gossip, and that's not very good, healthy vibrational energy. That week of the full moon might be good for you to sort of get more spiritual, do more meditation, quiet the mind. There's a lot of this stress of the world that you're taking on, Virgo, and you're naturally a little bit of an anxious mind person. So you want to ground that energy, do some meditation, get some vitamin D in your body, D3, and magnesium that you rub on your skin. Don't forget about that stuff too, right? And that can definitely help to bring down, bring it all in here and that. All right, Libra rising, those with their moons in Libra. This is a great, you're in the 5th house for Aquarius season of fun, creativity, kids, hobbies, sports, romance. It's like fun house, I call it. The 5th house can be lucky too, Libras. If you like lottery tickets, could be a good time during Aquarius season, January 19th to February 18th, to buy a ticket. Know your limits, stay within it. That's the commercial we have here in Canada for the lottery. But, a little bit of luck. And so for the first, until January 28th, we've got some thoughts of you about your home and family right now too, spending more time with the kids or your grandkids. There could be an announcement, someone's pregnant in your family, could see a lot of this ancestry, home and family sort of vibe here, which is nice. It could be you renovating your house or beautifying your house in some way, Libra, that could be. And then, after January 28th, after January 28th, you really start to feel a little more fun, light, like a kid, or more attention with the kids and stuff like that. So there's this home and family, kid, creations, creativity, creating music, poetry, art too, wine and paint night could be really fun, and meeting new people could be fun, and doing a hobby or a sport that you used to do, getting together for fitness rather than doing it alone in a gym. It could be fun to go on a team sport, drop-in basketball, Zumba, whatever, swimming, things like that could be very good for you, Libra, here in Aquarius season, because you do have some focus with Venus, your ruling planet, in Pisces in your 6th house of health. So, the cosmos are looking at you to focus on your day-to-day. How are things at home? How's your health? This home, right? This body is your home, your temple, and focusing on those kinds of things as well. Relieving the stress, having fun, smiling, going to a comedy show, Libra, watching more comedy movies could be very good indeed. And there is some energy too in your 10th house of career, fame, recognition. So it could be a home business, or you're working from home more, or now you're deciding to go out and work, Libra, in some way. Or it could be like, I'm starting a side gig, starting something from home for a little extra income, or just something, I'm keeping my normal job that makes sure I have the money to pay the bills, because we do live in a world of material, right? I need money to pay the bills, but I also still kind of want to start my side project. I want to start my little gig there and my entrepreneur and doing things that I love to do, my passion. Could be a good time in Aquarius season, Libra, to do that indeed. Now, we do get the full moon in Leo. Full moon, February 12th, okay? This is shining a light in your 11th house of hopes and dreams. What are my hopes and dreams as a Libra for the future? What are my goals? What are my aspirations? What do I want to do in life, or this year, you can even say? And also it can be about finding new friends, finding new associates, finding new networks. You may have changed, Libra. Your vibration may have changed, and the old friends are just sort of, not on the same frequency as you anymore. It's like you're tuned into a different radio station, Libra, and now you're attracting the people that match that. So stay high vibe. And there's that saying, who are the 3 people we hang out with the most? That's what we're absorbing. That's the energy we're taking on. So choose wisely. Okay, Libra? All right, Scorpio. Scorpio rising, those with their moons in Scorpio Aquarius season is all about your home and family. Mostly there's the theme of getting older, parents, my house, my real estate, my family. You know, there's that vibe. Maybe it's like, Scorpio, your home is your sanctuary during Aquarius season. Maybe you just want to be at home more. Maybe you want to start a home business. Maybe you want to learn something new, because we've got a lot of things going on here, but there's a big clump of stuff in your 5th house of the kids. So grandkids, your kids, being like a kid again, having fun like a kid would, that kind of feeling as well. I think there's a sense, Scorpio, you're feeling, you know, the shift in, you know, I'm getting older. I'm becoming wiser. My life has changed quite a bit in the past few years. And you're really thinking about your roots. You're really thinking about that kind of stuff too, right? Mars is your ruling planet, Scorpio, and it's in Cancer, which is a home and family sign. It's nurturing, and it's in your 9th house of expansion and of God, of spirituality. You know, that kind of expansion of the mind, your belief systems, and something might be changing there. Your belief systems are changing about your home, family, ancestors, and something's shifting there. There's a transformation there. Now, for some of you, because the full moon happens in Leo on February 12th, and this is in your 10th house of career, so something shining, illuminating, maybe having to do with that line of career, 10th house, and then the home and family, 4th house. They're on the same line. How do we balance the career, the home and family? For some of you, it could be like, I want to spend more time with my kids now, or with my grandkids now. I need to shift the way I do my career now. Maybe I need to spend more time at home, or maybe I could take on more at-home work. Could be like that, right? You're trying to find that balance between aging and yet still paying the bills and still experiencing life and the fun of life too. You know, there's a lot of things there. For some of you Scorpios, it could actually mean moving somewhere different to expand in your life in some way too. You know, there's a lot of real estate energy and expansion energy here as well. So Scorpio, enjoy the home, enjoy being creative, enjoy playing with the kids. And if you're single, there's opportunity here to meet someone new for a new romance, but having fun with them first, being like a friend first, getting to really know the person first before jumping into any contract commitments with these people, okay? It's important to look with family background, all those kind of things before we, you know, but Scorpio, you already know that you're a deep person and you're, you know, you're logical and analytical, and you get that. So, Sagittarius rising, those with their moons in Sagittarius. Aquarius season from January 19th to February 18th is busy for you in your 3rd house. 3rd house of communications. 3rd house of, it's kind of fun. It can be learning. In astrology, the 3rd house is like learning something new, taking a course, short trips, lots of visits, people calling you, texting you, invitations. I mean, Sagittarius, you've got a busy flavor here. Social media, Instagram, Facebook could be a little busier. Your TikTok could be a little busier here, Sag, at this time. You are on sort of this learning line as well. Another thing too is that you might be writing more to gain new contracts, commitments in some way. Okay, Jupiter and Gemini, your ruling planet Jupiter is in the 7th house of contracts, commitments, your spouse. And so it could be like you're writing more things. You know, the 3rd house that you're in Aquarius season is all about communications, verbal, writing, marketing, branding. Good time to work on your website, work on your messaging, working on that with the people, getting in front of the people more, doing more lives. You know, this busy social sort of energy, Sagittarius, can be beneficial because until January 28th, we've got money that can come in, passive sources of income. Maybe it's time to write that ebook, Sagittarius, okay? You know, and getting some passive income, getting some more income streams, getting some more money in, that can look good. And then after January 28th, you're really going to feel in February, during Aquarius season in February, the busy stuff, okay? Short trips, travel, make sure your vehicle is in order. You know, are the tire pressure, the fluids, the oil, all that, okay, Sag? That's important here during Aquarius season as well. But there is definitely this learning, teaching. You could be teaching or learning in some way as well. There's an expansion, a learning in your mind, in your life, and expansion of the business. So think expansion and the three, right? Merging, blending, growing with others. It's a networking, it's a communications number in astrology. So that looks cool indeed. All right, Capricorn rising, and those with their moons in Capricorn. January 19th to February 18th is Aquarius season. And for you, that's in your second house of your money that you make day to day, right? Through your job or whatever. And then also the second house is about your self-worth. Okay, how do you value yourself and how do you value your products and services? There's this value sort of thought as well. And for some of you, it could be spending money, maybe treating yourself, Capricorn. It could be for some of you. There is, you know, with Mercury, the planet of thinking and talking, it's in Capricorn until January 28th. That's your sign. That's the first house of the self. So you're really focusing on yourself. So it could be being a little selfish right now, treating yourself, valuing yourself. And maybe you've worked really, really hard all year and now you're ready to take your little vacation. Or you're ready to use the skills and talents that you learned to make more money, you know, second house of money. So there's lots of stuff happening there. Now, Saturn rules you, Capricorn, so I like to see, well, what's Saturn doing? And it's in your third house of communications, travel, a little bit of short trips, we'll say, taking short trips, and learning something new, and lots of communication. You'll be busy with people. People, I think, are, I don't know, just interacting with you more, and there is some ways to make money. So even if you're on a vacation, there's just still going to be some opportunities to make some money while you're on vacation. You'll see. So that looks cool, Capricorn, indeed. You are on the money and self-worth line for abundance. So think abundance, Capricorn. It'll be good for you indeed. Now, we do get the full moon, which I want to talk about February 12th in Leo. And that is in your 8th house of your other money, transformation, something shining in your debt. Could be a thing like watch your money. Watch your spending, right? It could be that. It's sort of looking at your debt, looking at your money for the future, to shining a light on your investments per se, and things like that. So, you know, go for the best, have fun, and realize, you know, abundance comes in a lot of ways, not just money and cash flow. I mean, there's family and there's love and the abundance of your soul and all that. But money's always good to have in this world that we live in. We need to pay the bills. So that there's opportunities there, for you, Capricorn, indeed. If you own your own business, which a lot of you Capricorns do, thinking up new products, new services, a variety of things to sell can be very helpful. And then marketing, bringing those ideas to market, letting the people know what you're selling. That's probably the number one thing. Let them know. Sell because you're excited about it. If you're excited about it, they're going to be excited too, Capricorn. And Aquarius, just like me, I'm an Aquarius. How exciting. Of course, it's Aquarius season. This is our time to shine. Last cycle during Capricorn season, we were resting quite a bit. We all got sick. I know I'm still getting over it a little bit. Yeah, you know, and it was sort of arresting, getting your energy back up. And so now, you know, January 19th, we get to shine. It's our birthday. You know, I'm on the 22nd, by the way. So that's right at the beginning of Aquarius season. This isn't our first house of the self, you know. Hello, we are here. We are Aquarian. And you're just naturally popular because, you know, the energy is on you. The sun is in your first house, shining it up, right? You're getting a glow up. So of course, that's cool. There's a lot about relationships too. You know, this is sort of the new slate for the future. What do you want to do? Vision boarding, journaling. What are your aspirations, your goals? What's your relationship? What's your identity? I don't know. There's just a lot of sort of stuff like that as well. You're still resting a little bit as Mercury, you know, until January 28th. There's still a little bit. You still could get sick or have bad sleeps or doing more yoga, retreat, meditation, spiritual stuff, 12th house stuff. But then after that, you know, January 28th, everything starts to roll into your Aquarius first house of self. So you get your freaky fly. Some of you are going to get your hair colored blue and, you know, all that kind of Aquarian vibe stuff for sure. And so Venus, the planet of love and money, is in Pisces in our second house. And, you know, finding out ways to create more wealth and abundance and money in our lives too, you know, maybe offering some new products and services in our business and things like that, and finding new ways to make money and valuing ourselves and all that kind of stuff, and dietary changes, you know, what's going in our mouth. That'll be important for Aquarius season as well, because Mars is also in the 6th house of health. Rashes, inflammation, arthritis, stiff joints can be, you know, dehydration. This can happen. And so I think nutrition, you know, moringa powder would be a good one, and vitamin D3 and magnesium on your skin, you know, that's good stuff here for Aquarius season. A little dry, you know, it's a little dry. It's a little dark with no sun, you know, we're at that time. So definitely we need to boost that up for our health, okay? And reduce inflammation, and watch what we're eating to reduce inflammation. An inflammatory diet, anti-inflammatory diet could be good, and just drinking more filtered water. Hydration is probably very key here. We do have a full moon on February 12th in Leo, which lights up our 7th house of the one-on-one spouse, you know, relationship, marriage, and also these new contracts and commitments that can come in, you know, a new contract commitment for the future, you know, and a little bit of relationship sort of vibe, you know. How am I doing with my spouse? What do I need to, you know, work on? Because Aquarians aren't that great at showing affection, for example. You know, maybe we need to work on spoiling our spouse a little bit, connecting with our spouse a little bit, and connecting more one-on-one with people. That could be something for us Aquarians to think about. Now, I like to look at what Saturn doing, because Saturn rules us in traditional astrology. So Saturn ruling Aquarius, that's in our 2nd house of money. Saturn's asking us to value ourselves. Health is wealth, what's going in our mouth again, and coming up with new ways to make money and budget and live within our, like, you know, not be crazy spenders, finding the balance. I mean, sure, if you want to spend more, you got to make more. You got to figure out how to make more so that you can spend more, right? It's just a balance. So thinking about money is something, and thinking about our identity, our relationship with ourselves, with our spouse, with the close people in our life, and our relationship with money and wealth is coming up, you know, too. And maybe I should look at Uranus too, because that rules Aquarius in modern astrology, and that's in our 4th house of home and family, our roots, you know, and thinking about how we grew up and our parents, you know, relationships with our parents. So there's a lot of relationship energy in Aquarius season for sure, but there's a nice feeling of hope. There's a nice feeling of planning for the future, strategic planning. Let's make this the best year ever. You know, it's a 9-year. If you watch my other videos, for everybody, it's a 9-year, 2025, which is about letting go of toxic behaviors. It's the bridge between, you know, spirit and earth. There's the 9 is the end before we start a new cycle with the 1 next year. So 9 is a lot about thinking about getting rid of influences in environments that no longer serve us anymore, because the 9 is a very adaptable to its environment number, meaning that, you know, for everybody, this 9 year of 2025, we're easily influenced by our environment. So we gotta heighten the vibration, we gotta clean the house, we gotta clean our relationships up, clean ourselves up. You know, there's this cleaning vibe, I feel like, so that we can clear, cancel, clear, delete, open it up for this new vibration of the 1 coming next year. All right, Aquarius, comes to me for a reading. And Pisces rising, those with their moons in Pisces. All right, Aquarius season is all about the 12th house for you. It's a rest, relaxation, or retreat. You're a little quieter. You want to be at home more. You want to be relaxing, meditating. You know, you might get some bad sleeps, insomnia. The 12th house is like you're resting before it's your time to shine during Pisces season, which happens on February 18th, 19th there. So you're getting ready, you know, like a racehorse. And so it's a good time to self-care here. You know, take care of yourself. You could be involved with hospitals or jails in some way in the 12th house too. You know, maybe someone gets into hospital, you got to go visit them or whatever it is. There could be that Pisces as well. But it can be very spiritual, very getting away from the hustle and bustle of the world and really focusing inward, your higher self, angels, God, whatever, your spiritual stuff, your higher self, and working on your vibration, getting ready for your time to shine during Pisces season. So that looks good. And, you know, the people will be involved quite a bit in your life, your hopes and dreams too, in the 11th house with Mercury in Capricorn until January 28th. Pisces, you're going to be thinking about the people, your friends, your networks, who you work with, your associates. That's coming up for grabs. Are you happy with them? Are you happy with those you hang out with? Are you happy with your network? Are you happy with your job? You know, things like that. You're really reflecting here during Aquarius season about things like that. Okay, and then Venus, the planet of love and money, is in Pisces, your sign, in the 1st house. So you're looking good, Pisces. Okay, there's at least something to look forward to, even if you're feeling a little bit depressed or a little bit dark in the 12th house sometimes. I'll tell you, you're looking good. You're looking pretty. You know, people are like, wow, you're looking pretty handsome. You're looking pretty beautiful lately. What are you doing different? You know, people are going to say that because Venus in your 1st house of the self, the physical self. So that looks interesting. And maybe some more money in some way. Lucky money could come to you as well. So that looks nice. And, you know, there's a little luck with Mars too in the 5th house of luck, romance, having fun too. So remember to have fun, keep it light, because the 12th house can be hidden and dark and, you know, and so the 5th house wants you to rise up a little bit and have some fun. Don't forget to have some fun, Pisces. That'll be important here. We do get the full moon on February 12th. In Leo, which is your 6th house. So something shining in your day-to-day life. Do I like my day-to-day? Do I like my routine? Am I liking life in general and the day-to-day things? But also it could shine a light, the full moon light, on a health issue or stress, and suddenly you realize, holy crap, I'm stressed about that. Or, uh-oh, I have some problem in my physical body that I need to take care of here. I need to go, you know, so I would suggest if you're feeling intuitive, like, you should probably go get it checked, okay, before it turns into something crazy. So Jupiter rules you, Pisces, and Jupiter is in your 4th house of home and family. So there can be some stuff about thoughts about your parents, thought about your growing up, thoughts about your real estate, your house. There could be things that you need to fix within the house, Pisces, too, which is a good thing to do in the, you know, some hidden issues might come to play in the house and you're like, oh, I didn't realize that was even broken. Crap, now I gotta fix it. Could be that. And it could be like your parents, you should call your parents or whatever, you know, if you haven't spoken to them in a long time or something like that. There's that home and family sort of vibe here for you, definitely, and thinking about those kind of things. Now, Neptune also rules you in modern astrology. It's in your 1st house of self, Pisces. So yeah, you do have a lot of Pisces energy everywhere in your chart in your 1st house of self. Just lately, it's very Piscean And it will be for a while with all these planets in Pisces for everybody. But I'm just saying that's in your first house of the self, your physical self, your avatar, how you play the game of life. There's just a lot of reflection, introspection. It's almost like a chapter change, or maybe it's a whole new book for you, Pisces. I think you're starting to think, oh, maybe I need a change in this or this. Like I'm really feeling like something different maybe might need to happen. And I think during Aquarius season you're reflecting on those things for the future, Pisces. All right, so thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed Aquarius season reading, and come see me for a reading where I use numerology, the cards, the stars. I use all the things to help you navigate life's energies.